Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful double layered handkerchief skirt that you can see me putting on. If this sounds like something you're interested in, keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, let's get right into the tutorial.
In order to make this skirt, I made use of 2.5 yards of check fabric. So guys, you want to open it up this way by first of all, like where we have our length of it. You know that this fabric is actually by 60. I'm just going to fold that in two and I get about 29 point something inches. Then whatever I have there, I need to know that measurement times 2, so I can be able to get the length at the end of the day. So that is going to give me about 58 inches, and then I'm just going to fold it this way, and voila, we have folded this into a 360-degree flare circle.
So guys, the next thing to do is to think and calculate your waist measurement. Now for me, I want my skirt very full. That is why I'm going to be working with my waist measurement times 2. And that for me is 54 inches, 27 times 2. Then I'm now going to divide this 54 by 6.28 in order to get the radius. Now I have a radius of approximately 8.6 inches, and so I'm going to be placing my tape rule, as you can see from this point, the corner where all the four sides are equal, and then I'm going to begin placing it like this and then marking it with my chalk all the way to the other side. Now once I've done it, I'm going to blend this waist region together. Now after doing this, it's good to take the measurement of what you have and make sure that it is up to or enough of what you want. So guys, in cases whereby you don't want your skirt this full, you can just go ahead to make use of your hip measurement, okay, and then divide this by 6.28. In my case it's 40, and when I divide that by 6.28, I get approximately 6 inches for my radius. Can you see that this is shorter than the 8.5 I used earlier, so that you can be able to have more length if that is what you want. For me, I just want my skirt full, and that is why I'm using my waist measurement multiplied by multiplied by 2 inches. So guys, having created our waist region, now the next thing is to get the full length. Now you just have to know the length of the elastic band that you're working with. In my case, I'm working with 2 inches, and I'm subtracting 2 inches from the waistline and then taking the full length of what I have for the shortest part of my skirt, and that for me is 23 inches. So guys, I just added extra 1 inch to this and I measured 24 inches. So guys, you know how to make this easy for me. I'm just going to place my measuring tape from this beginning point like this, and then I'm going to measure it all the way to the other end, and I'm going to connect them together using my straight wool, okay? So we have gotten from one side, and now this exact measurement that we use here, I'm going to just place it again at the other end, marking 24 inches first, and then from the tip of my folded edge, I'm going to take the measurement I have there and mark it all the way down. So I'll just go ahead to connect my ruler like this, and this is how we have formed a square with a circle middle inside. This is how the handkerchief skirt is formed. Now let's go ahead to cut it out. Note that the waist, guys, I added extra half an inch to this. So guys, having trimmed off the edges, the next thing we go ahead to do is just to make notches at the waist region. So guys, at this point I was contemplating if I'm going to add pockets or not. I later decided not to, but if you be adding pockets to yours, it's advisable to open it from the two short end sides, okay? So you open it so you can be able to insert your pockets. So guys, I realized that for this skirt it has lots of different styles in order to like add the second layer. It all depends on what you want. So taking the measurement of your waistline is very, very crucial for the design I'm actually going to make. And for me, I have 27 inches. Then also the length of how the draping should be. You just go ahead to take the measurement. I feel like it should not be longer than the skirt itself, okay? So you just work with that length. So guys, with my fabric in a fold of 2, I'm just going to fold this again, and I have this rectangular shape. With this done, I'm just going to smoothen it all out. Bringing my main skirt piece and using the waistline as a guide, I'm going to carefully place this on this our new folded rectangular shape right here, and then I'm going to trace out the waistline on the second piece of fabric. So guys, the length of my longer piece is actually the same thing with that of my skirt length, so I just left it there. Then this shorter one is about, let's say, 7 to 8 inches. Now guys, I'm just going to go ahead to connect it together, and then make cut out the waistline, make my notches, and then trim off this lower region too. So guys, that'll be all, and this is what the effect is going to look like. Some sides is going to be longer than the others because we cut this out with a rectangle and not with a square like the main side of the skirt. Now guys, do you see why I say the notching is very important? You go ahead to align all the notch regions together using your pin. So I'm going to secure the first four, and after doing that, I'll begin connecting together with my smaller pins. After joining both pieces together with pins, go ahead to use your sewing machine to make stitches. So guys, having joined them both together, this is what I have it looking like. Now guys, I later on realized that my fabric did not remain anything. So I had to cut from the sides of the longer part of my shorter draping. I hope you get, so I can be able to use this for my waist elastic band. So please, if you don't want to be managing like me, just go ahead to have 3 yards available of this fabric to make this style, okay? So guys, I just took my waist measurement again, and I have about 27 inches on fold. Now I just need two of the straps, which I'll be taking from the both equal edges. So guys, you need to know the measurement of your waist. I've already gone ahead to measure mine is 27 inches. So I'm going to be marking it to be 27 inches at the end of the day. And I'm just chalking it right here and then pinning it so that I know where I make my stitches from. Now guys, as for the width of my fabric, this is basically like my elastic is 2 inches. So I have this to be about 5 points something inches here. So it should be enough to cover the elastic and also have enough allowance to join into the waistband. So guys, having joined the both ends, I also went ahead to open it up and then iron my seam in. So guys, after doing that, I also folded this into two and used my iron to just iron it, making a crease line at the middle. Now for my elastic band, how much inches I should measure is just simply my waist minus 3.5 inches. Okay, so that's what I did, and I cut out my excess. Now I'm just going to join it together by sewing the elastic repeatedly at this region. I have joined my elastic and it is firm like this. Now I'm just simply going to insert it inside my waistband and make sure that my two joined places that they align. So I'll be using pins to hold it in place, and I'll be placing this at the sides of my skirt. In order to make the work easier, you can go ahead to pin it all round before taking this to the machine to sew. But I'm just going to arrange everything on my machine. So guys, having fixed the elastic to the waistband, this is what I have it looking like. Then the next thing I went ahead to do was to run two parallel stitches across, just as if I'm making a jogger's pants, okay? Now after doing this, I'm also going to take this to the weaving machine and weave it properly for neatness. So guys, having made my stitch, this is what I have it looking like. Now the elastic is in place and it is looking very nice. Now the last thing for us to do is to go ahead to fold our edges, which is very easy because they are all straight lines. And with that guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, comment and also subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching this far, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!